You're welcome to POS 421 Comparative Administration Lecture 1 Meaning and Nature of Comparative Administration. Introduction. This study of every concept begins with a proper definition of what that concept entails and drawing a precise boundary of what the concept involves and what it does not. This is essential not only for clarity's sake, but also in order to facilitate learning and discussion with others who are equally interested in the concept or phenomenon being studied. This lecture seeks to discuss the meaning of comparative administration and some closely related concepts such as public administration and comparative method. The lecture will also deals with the scope of public administration, that is, the major areas of concern to public administration and by implication comparative administration. Course objectives. The primary objective of this lecture is to explain the meaning and nature of comparative administration and to show its relationship to public administration. At the end of this lecture, you should be able to 1. Explain the meaning of public administration. 2. Define the concept comparative administration. 3. Explain the relationship between public administration, comparative administration, and comparative method. Content. Like most other concepts in the social sciences, the phenomenon of comparative public administration is not a new one. This means that the concepts have been widely used and applied in different moments and by a variety of people, including students, scholars, and writers of public administration, who have used it in one context or the other. The mere mentioning of public administration in the above statement suggests that comparative administration belong first and foremost to general field of public administration. Thus, any attempt to define comparative administration therefore must be preceded by a good understanding of public administration itself. Public administration. The concept of public administration has no common definition. For instance, Augustus Adebayo defines it as the machinery of implementing government policy. Adebayo 1982. While for Bifna and Prodos, public administration is nothing but the coordination of individual and group effort to carry out public policy. Balogun 1983. Public administration has also been defined as centrally concerned with the organization of public policies and programs as well as the behavior of officials, usually non-elected, and organization formally responsible for their implementation. UN Economic and Social Council 2006. Public administration. A critical look at these definitions reveals that there are at least 3 ways in which the concept of public administration has been understood by scholars across time. The first way of understanding public administration is to see it as the activities of government or what government does on a daily basis. That is, the formulation and execution of public policies. These policies, broadly speaking, will fall into 4 main categories. The first is the protection of society as a whole, e.g., police and fire protection, health care, national defense, education, safeguarding the environment, and management and conversion of natural resources. The second is promotional activities or assistance to particular economic and social groups, e.g., farmers, factory workers, businessmen, women, and children in industry, the aged, and the unemployed. The third involves proprietary activities, where a government owns and operates enterprises serving the public, e.g., postal services, ports facilities, water and electricity corporations, etc. While the fourth is the regulation of particular businesses or activities through various agencies or commissions established specifically for such purpose. A second way in which the concept of public administration has been understood by scholars is seeing it as the totality of state officials as well as the various institutions of the government, which are saddled with the responsibility of implementing government policies and programs on a daily basis. These officials or institutions are generally organized into the civil service, parastatals, public corporations, statutory companies, local government councils, military and paramilitary bodies, etc. Thirdly, public administration has also been conceived as an academic discipline devoted to the understanding of how public policies are formulated and implemented, as well as the various institutions charged with the task of implementing them. From whichever perspective we look at public administration, what is clear is that in our modern world, the importance of public administration is glaringly great. Mabelli, 2006. Then comparative administration. While we cannot possibly deny the existence of comparative administration, also known as comparative public administration, describing it and making a clear distinction between what it is and what it is not a very easy task. This is because several definitions exist. In other words, several scholars and writers have provided different definitions of comparative administration. Some of these definitions are quite similar, but many of them are also very different from each other. Before examining some of these definitions put forward by scholars of public administration, let me also make it clear that there is another way of defining the term comparative administration without necessarily taking definitions given by writers in the field. Comparative administration. This is by combining the meaning of the two words making up the concept, that is, comparative and administration. The word comparative derives from the word comparison or comparison, which implies seeking to determine the differences or similarities between two or more people or objects. On the other hand, administration involves the combination or utilization of human and material resources in pursuit of some institutional objectives or goals. There are two basic forms of administration: public and private administration. However, in this lecture, we refer to the type of administration occurring within public institutions or organizations, which is known as public administration, as against the type which occurs within non-publicly owned organizations referred to as private or business administration. Both types of administration, however, perform similar functions in their respective domains. While private administrators are concerned with the actualization of the policies and programs of their private proprietors, public administrators, on the other hand, are generally tasked with implementing policies and programs decided by the states or the governments. From the above definitions, we can simply define comparative administration as the study which involves knowing the similarities and differences which exist in the way different organizations or countries utilize their human and material resources in order to actualize their objectives or goals. Having said that, how have comparative administration been defined by scholars? A good number of definitions have been offered by various scholars of comparative administration. One of them is Aaron Kahn. According to Aaron Kahn, comparative public administration can be defined as the study of administrative systems in a comparative fashion or the study of public administration in other countries. Kahn, 2008. Another definition for cooperative public administration is the quest for patterns and regularities in administrative action and behavior. Most definitions of cooperative administration, including the two cited above, emphasize on a major issue: that cooperative administration involves comparing administrative system or different parts of the same administrative system in order to establish whether there are differences or similarities between them, and to explain these differences or similarities found to exist. Cooperative administration and cooperative method. To reiterate, cooperative administration involves comparing similarities and differences in different administrative systems so that we can establish, explain, and predict administrative behaviors in different states. In other words, it is the application of the cooperative method to the study of public administration. The cooperative method is one of the major research methods used in the analysis of political behavior and institutions in the discipline of political science, the mother discipline of public administration. More than 2,000 years ago, Aristotle, in his work Politics, contrasted the economics and social structure of Greek city-states in an effort to determine how the social and economic environment affected political institutions and policies. Comparative administration and comparative methods. Several other ancient and contemporary political scientists have also embraced the comparative method, which has greatly enriched our understanding of politics. According to Peter Lewins, 2009, the value of comparative method lies in its ability to help researchers achieve or know the following: A. Systematic comparison among countries and regions. B. What is unique to country experience. C. What is common among cases or countries. D. assign priorities to various factors or variables. The application of comparative method to the field of public administration accounted for the emergence of comparative administration as a subfield of public administration. While public administration as a field of academic study boasts of several other subfields such as development administration, local government studies, public policy analysis, and personnel administration. The subfield of cooperative administration is perhaps the most important within the general field of public administration. Cooperative public administration studies can compare public administration in similar or different types of countries at the same time or at different times. Even though public administration systems vary a great deal, there are some common elements they all share which can be compared, such as the requirements of bureaucrats and common programs which all governments have, e.g., taxation regime, and common roles which they all perform, e.g., rule making. Summary: comparative administration is a subfield of public administration concerned with comparing similarities and differences in different administrative systems or public administration in different countries so that we can identify, explain, and predict administrative behaviors in different states. For this reason, cooperative administration is also known as cooperative public administration. Cooperative administration can also be defined as the application of cooperative method to the study of public administration. Cooperative method is one of the major research methods used in the analysis of political behavior and institutions in the discipline of political science, the mother discipline of public administration. Its essence is to establish what is unique to country, experience, and what is common among cases or countries. This is the end of lecture 1. Thank you for listening.